Hey guys, welcome back to the Shire. My name is Rebecca and I am a stay-at-home mom and an online reseller. And if you are new here, welcome. On this channel, we do thrifting, yard selling, and a lot of other reselling content. Today's video is a what sold video. I'm going to go over my sales for the first 2 weeks of May, which would be May 1st through May 15th. I will first give you all the stats for those first 2 weeks, and then I will get into the individual items that sold. As always, I have reflections from computer, ring light, and all the things, so it's no different than any other video. So the first 2 weeks of May were 15 total days, and I had 23 sold items. 3 of those items were flip items. I haven't really talked about flip yet. It's something I'm trying out. So it's basically I'm selling on consignment for people, and really it's just one person right now. And I will do a video later on about that more, but 3 of the items I sold were flip items, so I will tell you which ones those are when we get there. In calculating all of my percentages this week, I always round them, and my total does come to 99% instead of 100%, but we'll start with eBay. On eBay, I had 8 sales, and that was 35% of my sales. On Mercari and Poshmark, I had 6 sales on each platform, and that was 26% of my sales for each one. Facebook Marketplace, Kidizen, and Etsy each had 1 sale, and that accounted for 4% of my sales for each platform. And once again, I had 0 sales on Curtsy, so still not doing well on that platform. My total gross sales was $513.77. My fees were $186.29. Now, I do include the commission that is paid, or the amount of money that is paid to my flip clients in that fees category, because I'm not making that money. That money is going to them. And right now my commission is that I'm only making 45%. So it's pretty low, but it's my first shot with flip. So yeah, the fees look high because a lot of that money is just going to those clients and I'm not getting it at all. My net profit before taxes is $307.69. So overall, I do feel like this was a pretty good 2-week period for me sales wise. I feel like at times it felt slow, but my numbers show that it was pretty good, 23 sales in 15 days. So that is on track to meet my number of sales per number of days in each month, which is my sales goal each month. So I really only need 8 more sales to make that monthly goal. Now let's get into the individual items that sold. My first sale was on May 1st, and it was actually one of my flip items that sold. Over on eBay, I sold this Maeve by Anthropologie white flowy gauze lightweight blouse top in a size 3X. It sold for $25 plus shipping. And after paying the fees and also paying my client, I made a net profit of $8.13. And that took 18 days to sell. So that was over on eBay, and this was an offer. I had listed it higher. It's the first time I've sold Maeve, so it's kind of exciting to get that in a flip lot because I've never found that brand before. So I wasn't 100% sure how it would sell, but I do think it was a newer tag just from what I've seen other people pick up. And it was a plus size, it was 3X. So that made it a pretty good item in my opinion. It did have some very tiny stains, like little pin dot stains in some areas, which I noted. But yeah, so it's fun to learn different brands and see what sells. On May 2nd, I had 2 sales. My first sale was this Bowden retro vintage 50s style Parisian cafe printed halter neck dress in a size 2 petite. I found this for $1 at a yard sale, and it ended up selling over on Mercari for $36 free shipping. I am trying free shipping out on Mercari. So far, I don't really think it's making a difference, but I'm giving it a shot to see if it does. I'll have to test it a little bit longer. After all was said and done, my net profit was $23.88, and this item only took 5 days to sell. I was really surprised because petites tend to take longer to sell. That's what a lot of people say, and that has been my experience. I have several other petite items listed, and they aren't moving yet. This was also, I'm pretty sure, like a little bit of an older Bowden piece, but this was my first Bowden sale, so I was really excited about that. My second sale of that day was over on Facebook Marketplace. I sold this NFL team apparel Pittsburgh Steelers yellow hoodie sweatshirt in a size 2T. And someone had made me an offer for $10. It did have a little bit of staining on the arms, and I got this for free in a hand-me-down box. So I ended up making $9.21, and this took 47 days to sell. I think I did have one other person message me about this, and they asked if it was an adult size or something, and I was like, no, it's 2T. It says 2T. It's listed under kids clothing, so I don't know. People are weird. On May 3rd, I had 3 sales. My first sale was this Altered State navy blue lace overlay high neck maxi dress in a size medium. This sold for $33, free shipping on Mercari, and I had it listed at $36 free shipping. So someone offered me $3 less, and I was more than happy to take that. My net profit was $21.86. I only had 40 cents into this from a yard sale. That was like an average cost of goods for a bunch of stuff I had gotten. And it only took 3 days to sell. Once again, it was a nice dress. I've never had that brand in my closet before or in my store before, so wasn't quite sure how it was going to do, but I think it was a good dress for summertime. And it even had some like makeup staining, I guess, like on the inside of the neckline, which I noted, and it still sold that much. My second sale that day was this Old Navy active gray neutral floral mesh inlay crew neck sweatshirt size medium. I sold this over on eBay for $10 plus shipping. This was just an item from my personal closet. I actually bought it, I think, last summer at a yard sale for myself, and then just didn't fit right. So I wore it a couple times, but didn't really like it, and it sold in 71 days. And this is one of those things, I think I had it listed at maybe 15, but I don't really care that much when it's my personal clothing. I don't really have like high-end brands. So if it'll sell fairly quickly, or even if it's not quickly, if it'll sell for like $10, I'm usually okay with that. So I ended up making $8.86 on that shirt. My final sale that day was this vintage new in package Rennie Sunshine hen chicken farmhouse curtain tier. I had it listed at 18. Someone offered me 15. That's 15 plus shipping. It was an older listing. Not really old, but I just recently started doing the free shipping, so that wasn't part of this. So I sold it for 15 plus shipping. I made $10.65. That was over on Mercari, and I had $2.11 into it, and it took 36 days to sell. I think that was the second curtain tier I sold, or this. I've sold both of the curtain tiers now. I can't remember if this was the first one or the second one that sold. I think it was the second one. I think the first one sold in the last What Sold video. Can't quite remember, but so I still have the set that's like a tier and a swag, but the other one sold faster than I thought they would, to be honest. Next we have May 4th, where I had 2 sales. My first one was this Lilu scoop neck cream multicolor Aztec Southwestern print sweatshirt in a size medium. This is another item I picked up, I think, for myself at a yard sale last year, so I had 40 cents into it and didn't like the way it fit. I sold it for $12 on Poshmark, and I made $8.65, and that took 63 days. I just realized that I completely forgot to move over so you could see the pictures better, so hopefully my other pictures aren't super tiny. But yeah, for the rest of the what sold, I'll put the pictures here so you can see them, hopefully bigger. Sorry about that. My second sale on that day was this handmade white cable knit baby blanket, size 30 by 30 inches. And I got this free in a hand-me-down box. It was $15 was a sale price for it. I think it was bought outright on Poshmark. So I made $12, and that took 42 days to sell. On May 5th, I had one sale. It was this torrid black sweater knit military jacket open front cardigan in a size 3, which is equivalent to a 3X. I sold this for $25 plus shipping. I had $2.88 into this from, I think this was from a local thrift store. I think it was from the smaller like church thrift store that I just recently went to. And I made $18.90, and that took 15 days to sell. Someone, the person who bought it said they were sending it to someone for their birthday or something. They had offered me just like $5 less than what it was listed for, which is typically what I send the offers out for. So I was more than happy to accept that, and I hope the person enjoys that for their birthday. If you hear some tiny children voices in the background, my kids were outside with their grandmother and now they are back inside downstairs, so we may hear some little children voices. On May 6th, I had one sale. I sold this Harley Davidson baby toddler orange black long sleeve bodysuit pants outfit in 18 months. I had $2 into this from a yard sale, and it sold for $20 plus shipping. I made $15.22, and that took 26 days over on eBay. The weird thing with this one was the buyer had messaged me, I can't remember how long it was after they bought it, shortly after, and they were basically like asking me to give them a rating and that they would rate me back positively, which I found very odd. I've never been asked to give a rating, especially prior to them actually receiving the item. I had shipped it, but I had shipped it like the day before maybe. So they hadn't even received it yet. And that's what I told them. I said, I don't, brief intermission, my daughter fell and hit her head. So she's fine, but this is just what mom life is. So just keeping it real. All right, so I was talking about how the people for this Harley Davidson outfit messaged me. Yeah, they were asking me to like review them before they even received the item, which seems a little scammy, but they had already bought the item and their username was like Harley something. They had like a ton, like thousands of reviews. So I don't think it was a scam, it was just weird. But yeah, I just told them, I was like, I will leave a review once the item has shown that it's been delivered. So that's what I did, and actually before I even got a chance to review them, they reviewed me and gave me a really good rating and review. So I don't know why they did that. It was just kind of weird. Let me know if that's happened to you. I was for sure thinking they wanted me to give them a good rating and then they would give me like a poor rating or something, but that didn't happen, so it's just kind of a weird thing. On May 7th, I had two sales. The first one was this Columbia Silver Ridge short sleeve shirt, button-up Omnishade Sun Protection 2X, and I sold this for $20 over on eBay. It only took 4 days to sell, and I had $1 into it from a yard sale. I made $16.59. It wasn't like a PFG shirt, but it was like that outdoorsy kind of material. And it was in a really like odd color. It was like a pinky, orangey, reddish kind of neon sort of color. It was hard to explain, but yeah, that sold pretty quickly. I think those types of items are still really popular right now in the springtime when people are getting out and hiking and camping and things like that. My second sale of the day was this Victoria's Secret soft plush throw blanket, 50 inches by 60 inches, pink, black, white, striped. This sold over on Mercari, and it ended up selling for $35 plus shipping. And it was a pretty big blanket, so it was $9.42 in shipping for them, and I ended up making $28.18. It took 106 days to sell, and that was definitely longer than I anticipated for this. But I only had $2 into it from a yard sale, and I kind of thought it would stick around till next year because it's like a warmer or like a colder weather blanket. It's warm, it's plush. So luckily I didn't have to wait. On May 8th, which was Mother's Day and also my father's birthday, I had two sales, and I believe that was a closet clear out day since it was a Sunday. So my first sale was this Columbia purple PFG vented short sleeve button up outdoor shirt size 2X. This was $1 at a yard sale, and I sold it for $20 on Poshmark. I made $15, and it took 6 days to sell. So very similar to that last shirt. It's like another short sleeve outdoorsy shirt in a women's plus size. So I think that's why it sold well. I think these shirts probably, the PFG might be worth it on almost any size, but don't quote me on that. But just regular outdoor shirts, like if they were, maybe if it was like a large and above, I would still get them if it's like $1, but I think when you get in the smaller sizes, maybe not the best pickup. My second sale that day was this T Collection multicolor striped skirt with pockets and a size 3, so that'd be like a 3T. I had nothing into this. It came to me in a hand-me-down box, and it sold for $10. I made $7.05, and that was over on Poshmark. And it took 48 days to sell. It did have a small hole like at the top of the pocket, probably from like a little girl shoving either her hands or something in. It just kept pulling on the fabric. Not a big deal, especially since it was a skirt. There were shorts under it. So T Collection is a good brand. I think I could have gotten more for this, and I would have listed it a little bit higher if it didn't have that hole. But when I have a flawed item, I kind of just want to get it moved. On May 9th, I had another 2 sales. The first one was over on Kidizen. This was, I think, my only Kidizen sale. It was these new without tags, Zara brown tan fox character sandals in a size US 6, European 22. These came to me in a hand-me-down box. They'd never been worn. You could just tell they were completely unworn. And it's just probably not something I'd put my kid in. They're really cute, but just not really our style. Don't really trust my kids with open-toe sandals because I feel like they're going to destroy their toenails. But anyway, I sold these for $20, and that was with free shipping over on Kidizen. I had it listed at $25. I made an offer of $20, and the shipping was a little bit over $4. So I ended up making $13.45. And I forgot to put in what date I listed these. So I had no idea how many days they took to sell. I think it was, I'll say somewhere between 1 and 2 months. These had a lot of interest on several different platforms, and just didn't really get any offers on them. So someone finally bought them over on Kidizen. My second sale that day was this Banana Republic color block striped white turquoise half sleeve top in a size medium. This item came from my personal closet. I wore it a fair amount and just don't really wear it anymore. And I got an offer for $8, which I took over on eBay. I made $7.26, and that sold in the same day that I listed it. I don't know why. I don't really pick up Banana Republic, and this wasn't anything special. So probably because the price, I mean, I had it listed, I think, at $10, and it was, oh no, I had it listed at $12. Okay, so I had it listed at $12, and I probably sent out an offer for $10, and someone counter offer at $8, something like that. But like I've said before, I made $7.26. My other options were I would have just donated it or maybe sold it at a yard sale for like $1. So I'll take the $7.26. And it did have like wash wear. It wasn't like terrible, but it definitely had been washed and a little bit of pilling, which I noted, and it seemed to be fine. On May 10th, I had 2 sales. The first one was another sale from my flip client, and it was over on Poshmark. I sold these Levi's 711 skinny leg light acid wash stone wash jeans in a size 32. These had some like undisclosed staining on them when I got them. I think it's just hard to see. I don't think like the client was being deceptive or anything. It was just, sometimes it's hard to see those things until they're under photography lights. So I had originally listed them at $18, I believe. Yeah, $18. And someone accepted an offer of $15. So my net profit at the end of that was $3.75 over on Poshmark because of having to pay my client first. And they took 28 days to sell. So, like I said, I'll talk about flip in another video, but yeah, making $3.75 really isn't like the best. It's not my ideal. So, but they sold. I'm just glad they sold. That's kind of what you want to do with flip, is get your items sold and still make your client happy. That was still within the range that I gave her for how much I would sell them for. My second sale that day was over on Mercari. I sold these new without tag Wrangler Premium Performance Cowboy Cut Regular Fit Jeans size 32 by 36. I had picked these up from a yard sale for $3. They still had like the stickers that they put on jeans with the size and everything, but they didn't have any actual like price tag type things on them. So that's why I marked them new without tags. And I sold them for $34 free shipping, which gave me a net profit of $18.32, and those took 85 days to sell. The person who bought these had messaged me prior to sending me an offer and was like, are these definitely like cowboy cut and not slim fit or something? And for me, it's just a little bit odd, and I'm like, I mean, yeah, like the title says that, and the pictures with the stickers show that. So I'm like, no, it's not at all what I put in there. I mean, I don't know. I know people just want to be like double check and make sure they're getting the right thing, but I don't understand what the like Like, what would be the other option for me to tell you? No, I put the pictures are wrong, the stickers are wrong, the description is wrong, the title's wrong. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Plus, I mean, maybe just because I shop online a lot, I know that, like, I would have a case to open and return those if it's not what it says it is, but I don't know. The person was nice. It was just kind of funny to me. On May 11th, I had another flip item sell, which is still very exciting. I sold these American Eagle super stretch jeggings, crop distressed mustard yellow in a size 10. They sold on eBay for $15 plus shipping, and I made $8.22. They took 29 days to sell. So this is the big difference with which platform you sell on, and one of the reasons I don't really like Poshmark that much, even though I still sell on there, is because you have an item like these $15 pants, and the last pants were $15 that were a flip item. And on Poshmark, they take $3 out of that 15, and that comes out of my commission part as a flip seller. But when you sell it over on eBay, it's 12? It's almost 13%. I forget exactly what it is, but 13% and 20%, that's a pretty big difference in fees when you're trying to, make as much as you can. So, and I can't remember exactly what some of the other platforms are, but I know Poshmark is definitely the highest for me at 20%. Curtsy is also 20%, but I don't really sell much over there. So I really like to sell on different platforms for that reason. But those American Eagle pants, those took 29 days to sell. And I really wasn't sure about these because they're a colored jean. I don't have very good luck with colored jeans, but I also have heard colored jeans are coming back this year. So it's hard to say, but I think the fact that they were a size 10 definitely helps. I mean, $15 still isn't that much, but I honestly I didn't think they'd sell. I think I quoted her maybe around $10 that I thought they would sell for. So that brings us to May 12th, which was actually my birthday, and I made 0 sales on my birthday, which is super depressing. But I did go out and get to yard sale with my mom, which is always fun, and I have a whole vlog of that day, and I don't know exactly when you guys will see that. It's definitely going to be after this video, so at some point you'll get to see that, my little birthday vlog. I got to spend time with both my parents, which was really nice. But yeah, no sales. Bad birthday present. So then we're moving on to May 13th, where I had 2 sales. My first sale was over on Etsy, and it was another one of these collector's plates, the Young and the Restless collector's plate 1. This was Nikki's World 1993 with a certificate of authenticity. I have them all listed at $15, so this one sold for $15 plus shipping, and it was free to me since they came from my grandparents. I made $12.50, and that one took 160 days to sell. I think I just looked in my bin, and I think there's like 4 plates left, so I hope they sell. I just want to get rid of them. They're making me a nice little profit. I mean, almost $13 pretty much on each one. But man, are they a pain, and they just take up so much room. So hoping the rest of those sell soon. My second sale on that day was this Harley Davidson black-white V-neck embroidered t-shirt, and like the embroidery on the back said Somerset, PA. This was a size small. My mom had actually found this one at a yard sale for me. I had the cost of goods as $1. It was like $1, $1.50, somewhere around there. And it sold for $23, free shipping on Mercari. I made $13.86, and that took 6 days to sell. I actually thought this was going to sit for a little bit because of the size. And I guess the embroidery doesn't matter too much. It didn't stay in Pennsylvania. It went somewhere else. So, I don't know if people just don't care what the embroidery says or what, but I was happy that that one sold quickly. Harley Davidson is definitely a good bread and butter brand for me. I find a fair amount of it around me because we have a fair amount of Harley Davidson plants and, I guess like the stores to sell the motorcycles and all of that. It's pretty common around here. So it's nice when I can find the t-shirts and stuff in good condition. On May 14th, I had 1 sale. I sold this new Bowden white black striped textured back detail short sleeve shirt in a size extra large. And I had paid $3 for this at that local church thrift store. It sold for $20 on Poshmark. I made $13 and it took 12 days to sell. This still had the tags on it, so that was really nice. And that was my second Bowden, I guess the second? Yeah, because that other Bowden dress, I think was the first Bowden item I had sold. So I think I have a few more Bowden items. I'll have to see. But I know I have some kids like mini Bowden stuff as well. So it's definitely a good brand to look out for. My last sale that 2 weeks was on the 15th. I sold this Columbia Omniwick purple hooded long sleeve Henley top in a size medium. This sold for $15 on eBay. I had basically no cost of goods into it. I bought it at a yard sale last year, I think for $1 for myself. Sleeves were just a little bit too short, so I wore it a couple times and decided I don't like it. I made a net profit of $13.15, and that took 82 days to sell. So I know I've like sold a fair amount of Columbia in this 2-week period, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's like a bolo. You have to be very careful with what Columbia pieces you pick up, because Columbia is kind of like the more affordable version of like North Face or Patagonia. They do a lot of that outdoorsy kind of clothing, and some of it can be good, but some of it's like a little bit too basic for it to be worth it. We have a Columbia outlets near us, and I mean, I've gone through there and looked at the prices, and it's not low enough. Like their clearance prices aren't low enough for resale, but they are, I think, good prices on clearance for like personal use. So you kind of have to look for those more substantial pieces. But I mean, for me personally, when they're like $1, I'm probably going to pick them up unless it's like super basic, like a t-shirt. I'm not going to pick up a Columbia t-shirt, but I will pick, and I love to wear it, so I will pick those up for myself. But you know, those PFG like outdoorsy shirts, if they have sun protection, the UPF in them, those are good things to look out for. Or like heavier coats, more substantial pieces, things like that. Sometimes some shorts or pants, especially like the hiking ones. If you can find the ones that zip off, and just about any brand, those will do pretty well. Those were all of my sales for the first 2 weeks of May. Let me know in the comments how your sales did for the first 2 weeks. Are you on track to make your goal for this month or this year? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. I'd love to have you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you know when I post new videos. I do post what sold videos every 2 weeks. And I post a lot of other, right now, yard sale videos and like yard sale hauls. It's mostly what I'm posting because it's summertime. Well, I guess it's spring, but we're getting into summertime and it's definitely yard sale season where I am. So that is what I am doing the majority of the time. If you're over on Instagram, you can follow me at TheCozyShire, and I will see you in the next one.